Inakuaje watu wangu nguvu, mimi naitwa presenter Ali, your entertainment PA, and by the way the A is always for amazing. Siku zote natia bidii kuhakikisha kwamba nakuletea stories tofauti za burudani, and of course this is another episode fully and proudly sponsored by Grand Fortune Holdings. This is a company that actually acts as an intermediary between you, forex, stock exchange, and some cryptocurrencies. So what you do is you sign up, deposit some money, and initiate a trade. The company now takes your money and trades with it, and within 24 hours you get your interest. That is between 4 to 25%. It's that easy. What you do is sign up on www.grandfortuneholdings.net, lipa na M-Pesa, weka pesa yako, initiate the trade, and now earn yourself some money. grandfortuneholdings.net, that is the website. Anyways, leo niko na wageni ambao nimekuja kupiga nao story. That is Melina Gold, one of the biggest stylists and designers right here in Kenya, na South African DJ ambaye amekuwa kitrend sana hapa nchini by the name DJ Chichi. Vipi Melina?
Poa sana Ali, long time.
Long time, mkwaje?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you DJ Chichi?
I'm doing okay. Yeah. How about you?
I'm doing good too. How has Kenya been treating you?
Oh, a bad experience. But I'm sure I'm gonna come back for a good experience. I promise. Yeah.
Was it your first time in Kenya?
Yeah, it was my first time.
Okay. Kwa wale ambao pengine hawaelewi kitu ambacho kinaendelea ni kwamba this is a South African DJ ambaye alikuja hapa nchini Kenya, aliitwa na promoter, lakini tutakuwa tunaelewa story yenyewe, but the point is aliweza kuwa stuck here in Kenya. It's been like 2 weeks right now na hajaweza kurudi nyumbani, na promoter akitafutwa anapatikana.
But it's actually a month.
It's actually a month. Yeah. Kwa hiyo nataka tuzungumze nao tujue ukweli upo wapi, and I think the best way ya kuanzia this story would be you telling us how you found yourself coming to Kenya.
Okay, so what happened is Chris came into my inbox and then he told me that he was a promoter. And he wanted me to, he was hosting Gucci like in a month before he texted. So he wanted me to be in Gucci concert. So I told him that was fine, and then we agreed on what we agreed on, but I couldn't make it. And then later on, after Gucci live concert, he texted me. He said, then now you can we can now do the tour. So I told him what I wanted, like everything that a promoter has to provide, and then we agreed on everything. He promised me media tours, he promised me gigs, and then he even showed me some of the posters he was sending to me. And then cars, accommodation, he told me everything was fine. He even spoke to my management, and then my management agreed on everything. Like I just started working with this management, so I wanted to see how things are going. Yeah. So I came to Kenya. Everything was totally different from what he was talking about. Starting from the...
Did he pay for your flight to Kenya?
The flight...
What was the agreement?
Yeah, the agreement was him to pay for the flight to Kenya, but it was on him and my management. I don't know how they agreed. I just received the flight.
Okay.
Yes. So after I came, like at the airport, he said some bloggers couldn't make it. They couldn't come because of some this and that. But later on, I heard that he was just lying. Yeah, I don't know. He had issues with people. Like he actually have issues with people. Like he doesn't know how to work with other promoters. Yeah. So the car that took me from the airport, I'm like, okay, there was not even a girl. It was like 10 to 12 guys in the car. There were 2 cars, so the other car was with boys, the other car was with boys. It was only me. Even if you check, there's another video on my Instagram, there's only men in that video. So when we reached our apartment, like I could see on our way there, it was like we were in a ghetto, you know, ghetto. Yeah, it was a shady place. It was so ugly.
You didn't go to a 5-star hotel?
No, I didn't go to a 5-star hotel like he is planned. Yeah. He took me to that apartment. It's like that apartment is still new because it was smelling some paint. And then I told him I've got sinuses, so I don't think I'll vibe with this smell. So he said he was going to make a plan for another apartment. Within even an hour. He came back and then he say, we are moving from this apartment, you are going to, that's when we moved to Kilimani. Yeah. So I was staying there in Kilimani. It was a lounge, kitchen, and then a bedroom, and then another small spare where everyone was just doing shakara, like they were just doing whatever they want with those guys. They're bringing their girlfriends. You just want to go to the kitchen, you find the lounge is full of guys, and I couldn't even.
You're the only lady there.
I was the only lady. He once brought this other girl saying she's gonna be your personal assistant, but I wasn't feeling those girls. Like, you can't just come from nowhere and just say this is your personal assistant, because the first one came and then she left within 24 hours. She left, and then he brought another one. She was just she ended up with the other guy who was there, and then I don't know whatever they were doing.
At that particular time, did you try to probably reach out to someone, your management, or?
Yeah, I told my manager that whatever is going on here, I don't understand, because I don't have privacy. Like the house, like the apartment is full of men. What if they all plan to rape me? Like I told him, and it was smelling, like everyone was just removing their shoes, stepping on the couches, like everything that was happening. It was so boring, so annoying. Yeah. So I told my manager, and then I think they spoke about it, and then I just saw like people were minusing, like So it was taking me to the media tours like he was promising. He took me to JBS, that's a Christian radio, I don't know, of which I'm not a gospel artist, I'm a piano DJ. He took me to KBC, and then he took me to TV47, and then about the gigs, he only gave me one gig since I came to Kenya. That's Excess Millionaires Club. They gave him money. He told me that they never paid him. They said he was expecting a lot of crowd, so I didn't bring the crowd. I don't know who would say I was supposed to go and invite people from their house or what. So he told me that they didn't give him the money. Mara, they gave him. He lied that the drinks, he paid the drinks, the hardly, like that piper. He lied that I'm the one who's supposed to buy. Mara, every club, ever since I started performing, I've never bought alcohol when I'm performing. Like they offer alcohol, they offer everything. So he was just lying to me. So
since you came, he's never given you even 1 shilling?
No, he was even stealing from me.
How?
Because he lied to me that I sent him $400. He lied to me that the 200 is for Gossip Club, and then the other 200 is for bloggers, because I was supposed to come on the 8th of September, but I couldn't make it when it was for... I think it was about the flight thing. I don't know what they agreed with my manager, and then they say the date is now 15, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. So he said I'm gonna pay the bloggers because I already told them, and then I have to give them like $20. Like, okay, so you have like 10 bloggers that you need to give them. So I just kept quiet. I'm like, okay, it's fine. So he took again that money from XS. That's a lot of money. And then my manager also was sending him money. He was doing his stuff. I was hungry. I was starving in that house. I wasn't eating, spending the whole day without eating. Like, I don't know what was happening, but I was starving.
Okay. And now, at what point did you meet Melina?
Okay, so what happened, day after XS, we were supposed to move, he hadn't paid for Saturday, and we're supposed to book out.
Where you guys were staying?
We're staying in Kilimani, this other apartment, So he actually didn't pay the apartment. My manager sent him money for accommodation. So I'm asking him, money for my manager sent you for accommodation, what happened to it? Is like, I've been covering a lot of things. I've been like, you don't tell me first before you do. It's my manager's money you're using. So my manager ended up angry, like he wasn't understanding what was going on. Thought maybe me and Chris, we know each other, we are conning.
It's a new management.
It's a new management, you see, Yeah, so we booked out, we checked out, and then the apartment say they hold even my documentaries, they hold even the bags, everything. They said we must pay the money that we're owing the apartment.
That's how much?
That was 120
20,000 Kenya shillings. Or $120. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, we went to this downtown place. Like that's where he was looking for me an apartment. I'm like, where are we going? Just I don't wanna lie to you. Maybe it's an old town for 1920s. Yeah, that's where he took me, and I told him I can't stay here. Like you can't even see where you are going because there's a lot of people. What if people sees me here and just walking? Hey, you just manage here. Blah, blah, I'm not. No, that's when I called Melina, and then I asked her.
So you knew Melina from before?
Yeah, I knew her because she dressed me twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
International stuff.
Yeah. So I had her number. Yeah. So I contacted her. Can you please help me with apartment and blah blah blah. Since then that's when.
Been together. Melina, mimi nataka tu nifahamu. I just want to know how was it for you when she reached out to you? How did you feel and how did you try and help the situation?
So even before like helping the situation, I started seeing red flags from the word go, because I was linking up with her because I was supposed to dress her. Yeah. So the day I met them, when they were leaving, they were entering into like an Uber, and Chris started defending himself. Or, we have a big car, we have a driver, but he just left. That's why tunatumia gari ndogo. So I was like, why are you trying to explain yourself to me? So, and apparently I'd lied to the manager that huku Kenya anabebwa na Benz and Lamborghini. And I'm like, who even drives the Lamborghini in Kenya that you're lying to the manager that anabebwa na Lamborghini? So I let that slide. So the day I went to meet her at the apartment for styling, that's when I was shocked, because it was like a small 1-bedroom apartment, like a really tiny one, full of people. So I think Chris alikuwa analeta watu, the promoter was bringing people from his hood, and analeta huku, he was lying to them that's his apartment. So that's why the place was always full. Yeah, so that's why I started seeing the red flags, and that's when Chichi started opening up to me about what is happening, how she's starving in the house, to a point where now the house got locked up. Their staff were taken to the security. They have 2 cases at Kilimani police station which are reported by Uber drivers who are not paid by Chris. And then now the person who was going to sue them for the apartment is the one who reached out to me and told me, yo, madam, I've been told you're the one with DJ Chichi. So I have her bags, her passport, everything. I'm about to take them to the police station. So I was like, hold on, don't report the case yet. Let me talk to the management. So that's how I started talking to the management, negotiating to them for her to get her stuff. And then now the next day, that's when she called me and she was like, she's in downtown. I was like, in your right mind, who takes someone to downtown as in huko ndani to look for accommodation? So that's where I helped her get a B&B in Kilimani. Ali, kuna Black Stars, kuna sijui Blackies, kuna so many clubs that people perform. Yeah, so you can't tell me you're bringing an artist.
Even without a big event, you can actually make so much money.
Exactly. So you cannot tell me you're bringing someone all the way from South Africa, you bring her to Kenya, you take her to Excess Millionaire, only like ameka sijui wiki ngapi amempeleka Excess Millionaires, and you eat her money. You can't tell me you're bringing an artist or a DJ from a different country, bringing them to Kenya, you're a promoter, you give them an interview at GBS TV, which is a Christian television, KBC, TV47, a show that is not even bile bomba la sanaa sijui nini, those artistic show, amempeleka show hata ijulikani. So you see, you're wasting this person's time, money and energy. So the manager expected when this lady comes here, she's coming to do shows, she has shows lined up, so they're making money out of the tour. But instead, he was being milked because kila siku anaambiwa accommodation, food. So the management was like, I don't think this is weird. So they pulled out. So when the management pulled out, and Chris pia anafanya vituko zake, even the manager sent him 40,000. He texted one of the online guys, online presenters, I'm not going to mention their name. Akamtext akamwambia, hey bro, niko na 40k, let's go out. So the apartment is being locked, but he has 40k, I'm a screenshot, anaambia a fellow presenter, let's go out. You understand how crazy this is? So the management pulled out at this point. At first they were like, okay, we are sending the money, blah 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 blah. Chris Ndogo pia he's out already because of his behaviors. So now this lady is alone. This lady knows no one in Kenya. The only person she had opened up to was me. So that's how I came into the picture with Chichi. And that's when we've been like trying to solve this whole issue and try to put it in light so that at least the promoter is dealt with accordingly, and hopefully, like Eric said, she'll be like the last victim to experience such kind of torture.
What do you think would be the best way ya kusolve hii situation, looking at the fact that pengine promoter atapatikana, pengine pesa zenye amekula hana, hii situation yote inaweza solviwaje?
So definitely the promoter is broke. That is well known.
Yes.
Everyone says it. Hata ukiangalia kwa comments, everyone knows his lifestyle. He's like a fake it till you make it kind of guy. So of course he's broke. He's not able to cater for the damage he's caused. But today we had a meeting with thanks to Eric, and we put on a couple of solutions on how to ensure this guy serves as an example. He may not be able to pay, but we'll ensure if he doesn't sort this, he'll serve as an example, so that other promoters who are doing whatever he's doing will learn from him.
So it's not the first time you're having these kind of cases?
No, it's not the first time. Even Gucci was here. I was still dressing Gucci. Gucci has had similar cases. Chichi has a daughter back home in South Africa. It's been a month now. So the baby is calling her. She's wondering when is mommy coming back. It's been a month now. How heartless could you be, as a human being, to put someone through this? So I think the best thing to do is to ensure this promoter has learned a lesson, so that no one, kwa sababu unajua, if we don't stop him, he will tell someone, I'm the one who brought Gucci, I'm the one who brought Chichi. He's those kind of people who take pictures of celebrities and then lie to people how famous he is. So he'll bring his next culprit, and we don't know how worse the situation would be.
Yeah. He told me that he brought Ruga. Yeah, he told me that he brought Ruga, and he showed me the picture with him. Like,
You believed him?
It's just like, since he brought Gucci, like I didn't think of him conning me.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, let me.
Also another evil thing about that guy, he was telling her he shouldn't talk to people. Like akiona Chichi anaongea na Ali, he'll cut off the communication ASAP, because he knows high chances Ali atamwambia, this doesn't work like this doesn't work like that. So she was refusing her to take any numbers from anyone she's meeting around. So that was also another like red flag about that guy.
Yeah. I do understand what has happened to you. It's very unfortunate, and it's not anything that I would wish on any artist, in any foreign country. It's actually not a good feeling. But I would just like to know, do you feel like you made a mistake of not going through something like a formal agreement with him?
Yeah, I feel so.
Yeah,
I should have done that, like me myself, since my management was still new. Yeah, I should have done that myself, and then if my management is gonna come through, I'll just let them know this is what's happening. This is going to be like this, and then.
Yeah. Sababu Melina, you see, the thing is, right now hata tuseme tunaenda kwa polisi, and Chris akuje aseme, where is our agreement of mimi nikisema nitakuleta Kenya? That would be a great issue.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, a contract is a very important thing that most of us get to learn in our careers. At Mimi, there was a point where I didn't have any signed agreement, and it was bad. So I think everyone has that learning lesson of, in anything you engage yourself in, have a contract, have an agreement. And she's no different, because she didn't know like this will come about. So we might not be able to help when it comes to stuff like contract, but we can help when it comes to awareness.
That's true.
Yeah.
What message would you like to send to your management, the ones who maybe they will watch this video and maybe they're thinking that you conned them? What would you like to tell them?
I would love to tell them to just tell them to go and watch all the videos that I've been exposing Chris, so that they can see I've not been lying to them. Like I'm also trying to go back home. Yeah, so I really don't think Ogote, Chris, like that guy,
I'm really sorry about that. Pengine wewe unaweza kaambia nini promoters pia na wasanii na watu wote ambao wako in the industry ambao when it comes to issues music promotion, kufanya events?
Yeah, I think Eric made it very, very clear, and I actually respect him for that. Kwa sababu Eric and I have not been in good terms because of our personal reasons. But when I forwarded him the issue about Chichi, he stood up for her because of what promoters are doing out there. So I believe, like he said, if you are not in a position to bring an artist in Kenya and manage them like how it should, then just don't. Because you're causing a lot of damage, you're spoiling our name as a country. That's why even someone like Thames, I'm sure she cancelled the whole thing because of this particular reasons. You're making our entertainment industry look very, very, very bad. And this should be something that action should be taken upon, and promoters should stop. And I'm hoping that this story would be the last. I'm hoping she will be the last victim, and I hope the promoter that did all this will serve as an example to the rest.
Thank you very much, Melina. You've actually played a very huge role in creating awareness of his story and also helping her out. Thank you also for being courageous enough to just come out and share the whole experience. I'm really sorry. Yani kwa niaba ya Kenya, ya Wakenya wote, naomba msamaha. On behalf of all Kenyans, that's not who we are and that's not how we are. We are very good people. I hope you understand.
Yeah, because that guy is actually not Kenyan.
Oh, thank you. Okay, watu wangu nguvu. Mimi naitwa presenter Ali. Your entertainment PA. The A is always for amazing siku zote. Ukitaka kufanikiwa, usipende kusifiwa. I'll see you guys in the next video.